So then I went on to fly the Hawk. This is the jet the Red Arrows fly, okay? It's okay to be impressed. I was very impressed at myself at this point. This thing goes at 450 miles an hour, okay? And I kept surprising myself by passing. And I remember I was getting closer and closer to the end, like Top Gun was so close. I could practically touch it, right? And I remember feeling this increasing sense of unease. And this little voice going, I don't know how I'm here. I don't think I'm supposed to be here, right? Now, you probably recognize that, that as imposter syndrome. Back then, we didn't know that's what it was. We just called it the fear. But basically, I went up for my final exam. And when we landed, my instructor said, yeah, you know what, you're pretty much there, but your landings were a little bit off. So, go back up again tomorrow, have another go, and be better. So I went, okay, fine. So I went up the next day, and then after we landed, the instructor said, okay, your landings were better, but this time your aerobatics were a bit off. So go up again tomorrow and be better. So I went, okay. So I went up the next day, and they said, okay, well, this time your aerobatics were better, but your emergency handling was a bit off. But to be honest, we've kind of run out of training and run out of money, so you're going to have to just go up for the test. So think of flying training as a race. You're basically racing to achieve the required standard before the money runs out, effectively. And he said, to be honest, it's not your ability that's the problem, it's what's going on up here. Because on that final sortie, he'd actually had to take control from me on the runway. When we landed, I started to veer off, right? So in the space of 3 days, I'd gone from being able to lead a 4-ship of Hawks at low level, at 7 miles a minute, in battle formation, to not being able to drive in a straight line, okay? Anyway, I went up for the test. And I knew within the first 5 minutes that I'd failed, and that my fast jet career was over. The thing that I had wanted to do from the age of 12, that I had worked so hard for. And I can remember exactly how I felt in that moment. Total and utter relief. And I think that's an important clue as to what is really going on when we talk about this thing called imposter syndrome.